It is Friday, June 9th, 2023. Today we're going back several decades to two WWF wrestler and superstars that had LJN figures and were part of the early WrestleManias. Don Muraco, George Steele. Of course, George Steele was called George the Animal Steele. Had a green tongue, used to rip the turnbuckles apart. They used to say he used to eat the turnbuckles. They had like styrofoam peanuts in there, and he'd rip them apart. And Don Muraco, who was before The Rock, was called Don the Rock Muraco at one time. He was called the Magnificent Muraco as well, but he was The Rock before The Rock made it famous. I should do that match, The Rock versus Don the Rock Muraco. But they called him The Rock at one time, so this is probably they called him The Rock about a decade before The Rock became The Rock. So another interesting match from the my favorite time period, the WWF 80s. And so I'll have to mix in some current guys and stuff. Thinking about doing some kind of fantasy match with somebody from the 80s or 70s against Seth Rollins or something like Ivan Putski versus Seth Rollins or something like that. Mix it up. But today we're having a one-on-one here. George the Animal Steele was quite a character. He didn't speak. He just like made noises and acted like he was crazy and stuff. So it was fun. And Don Rocco, if you go on YouTube and watch some of his interviews, he was one of the best talkers of all time. I think he was really good at it. And he feuded with Jimmy Snuka. Was probably I'm trying to think if it's probably his most famous feud is against Jimmy Snuka because that was the famous cage match where Jimmy Snuka jumped off the cage, October the 17th, 1983. Actually, a couple months before Hulk Hogan came in with the big run. And George the Animal Steele, of course, he feuded with Macho Man. He was actually at ringside at one of the best WrestleMania matches of all time. Ricky Steamboat and Randy Savage at WrestleMania 3. He was at ringside. He actually pushed Macho Man off the top turnbuckle and helped Ricky Steamboat win the match. So George was he was of course he had an LJN figure and stuff. He was a fun character to watch. He was always entertaining. I couldn't find his finishing move in here. He used to do like a variation of the chicken wing. He'd hold the guy on his arm and like bust his shoulder and stuff. And it was a kind of like a submission. It was a submission hold. And Don Morocco, yeah, he used to do. He does like a pile driver variation, like a kneel down pile driver, not a what's it called? This he didn't like jump in the air. He just kind of kneeled down and jammed the opponent's head into the mat. So these are both from Community Creations. They're a pretty good job on these. I like these are pretty good ones. Don Morocco has the Morocco used to have his hamstring taped like that, so that was pretty accurate. And George the Animal Steel was very hairy, so they covered him in hair, and he had the red stripe down the side and all that. Pretty accurate here. He had no hair, and pretty good job on George the Animal Steel. Don Morocco was famous. He was with Mr. Fuji. They had their Fuji Vice thing, and they used to call Morocco was lived in Hawaii. They call him. They used to chant "beach bum" to drive him crazy when he was in the ring. Oh, we got a count here. You kick out. As we are 4 minutes into the match. This is match number 99 for those keeping score. I'll do match 100 on Monday. And yes, I'm probably going to do Hogan Andre Monday. Unless I think of something else over the weekend, probably going to go with Hogan Andre. Hopefully, post some shorts over the weekend or of some wrestler features or match features or whatever I do. Or if I can think of anything else to do with the shorts. But I enjoy posting those too. But as I've said before, these matches will be up regular, but the shorts will go up whenever. For those keeping score at home. So we got SmackDown tonight. I'm sure that the bloodline storyline will continue. There's the pretty good story they got going with that. So George the Animal is got a finisher. They both got finishers. See if well, here he goes with a. Oh, that was George's finisher. Yeah, that wasn't an accurate finisher, but I couldn't find what he used to do. Who would kick out? It was just kind of. If you go on, you probably check on the network or on YouTube or something. You could probably find what he used to do. He just as he hits the. It was actually a pretty cool move. He'd pull the guy up by his arm and hold him up there. I guess it's supposed to put pressure on the shoulder. I don't know. But yeah, George the Animal, and then he would just be like have a crazy look in his eye and stuff. He was nuts. It was great. It was great though. It was entertaining. And if you should look up the LJN figures of these guys. They were pretty good ones. The George Animal and Don Muraco. Oh, there's Muraco's finisher. Let's see if he gets him. 7 minutes. Oh, rope break. But yeah, Don Muraco had some good. He feuded with Tito Santana for the Intercontinental title and too. But the one that stands out is definitely the Jimmy Snuka feud. But he was one of the best. Oh, here's George the Animals. I think he just stole his finisher there. See if he can. Oh, he's near the ropes. So he just did like Morocco's finisher there. But if you type in Fuji Vice into YouTube, and you'll see the things that he used to do with Mr. Fuji. They were great. Oh, that's it. George Steele beats Don Morocco. The Rock Don Morocco. All right. Everybody have a nice weekend. Maybe I'll throw up some shorts over the weekend and stuff. And I will see you Monday for match number 100. Bye-bye.